Welcome to round 4 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of April 18th. I'm Catherine Haleko, and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
As moms of teens and young adults, we've survived those little kid days, yet we're still rethinking the decisions we've made all through our kids' lives and worrying about what's going on right now. Today's Thursday, which means it's time to give into our obsessing. And today we are obsessing about all the TV shows of our kids' youth that are coming back, updated with adults like Fuller House, iCarly.
Yeah.
You mentioned the Brothers Garcia, which I don't know that show.
My daughter used to watch that, and now it's coming back as the whole family with the spouses and the grandkids is going to Mexico and, connecting with their heritage and what all. And my daughter barely remembers that show. I remember the shows that I sat through when my kids were younger. Maybe sometimes I liked them better than she did. I don't know. But
well, as we said on Monday, you were quite willing to watch a lot of different things.
But it's so funny to see these not necessarily rebooted like with new characters as kids, but seeing those same characters as adults. I don't remember that as a thing that ever happened before. But it certainly seems to be a thing now. I mean, and I thought my kids would be excited about it. My daughter definitely watched Fuller House. She was excited about that. My son was a humongous iCarly fan. He still has a Miranda Cosgrove poster up in his room, mostly because he just never bothers to take anything down. But still, we went to a Miranda Cosgrove concert. He had people giving pages of teen magazines about her. And I thought, oh, wow, he's going to be so excited. And he's kind of like, And he watched one somehow on his phone, not in the proper way. So I don't know where he found it, but he says, okay. But not like, oh, I'm so excited to have all these characters back.
Right.
Except for Sam. Sam is not back. We don't talk about Sam. But
we definitely watched iCarly in this house for sure.
It was big. And it was fun. I enjoyed it too. I kind of want to watch the grown-up version. It makes you feel like, oh dear, could these people not find another career after the children's show they were in? So they have to come back for this. I kind of feel bad for them. And there was that, what was the one with Boy Meets World, Girl Meets World, was it? That was like Gloria and Topanga as adults and their daughters.
Yes.
My daughter liked that too. She liked maybe the older kid stuff than the younger kid stuff. But and Punky Brewster, they did a grown-up version of Punky Brewster, which was like that was a show when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean, even Fuller
was there clamoring for Punky Brewster to come back? I mean, I'm glad for the actress that she got a gig. Good for you. She's still very funny, but are we out of ideas? Is this the thing? We're just out of ideas? Or is it, I wonder who the target audience of this really is. I think it's maybe, okay, the kids who watched this have kids now and will want to show their kids, look, this is like the show Mommy used to watch, except now there's, the kids of the characters I loved are on it. Because the kids kids now don't care.
They don't care. So
and I don't think
there has to be something in it for them.
And I wonder if kids now, who are now grown up, want to watch it just for that, like single people without children. Are they going to run home to watch iCarly?
Right.
I don't know, maybe. My daughter has a lot of time on her hands. I guess she started watching it a little bit, but she would really rather be watching The Bachelor and The Real Housewives and whatever weird marriage mating show happens to be on right now. There was an Island one or something. There was, that's where she's at. If Miranda Cosgrove turned on up on one of those, she'd be psyched to see her. Not sure how much she cares about seeing Carly Shay again.
Right.
But it just seems to be, I don't remember this ever being a thing before the way it is now. And I wonder how far they go with this. It's like, are they going to spread it to animation? Can we see grown up Caillou and find out if he ever grew hair? And how many years he's been in therapy over his parents being too permissive and letting him do whatever it was that caused him to look like that. Is the clown from the big comfy couch. What's she doing now? Is she still just sitting on a couch and making messes? Or is she now, maybe she has a high pressure corporate job and just every now and then she goes back to the old place and sits on the couch and starts talking to herself.
It's on the clown gear.
That's right. I heard somebody say the other day that Arthur is still making episodes where Arthur is a child, but that's going to be coming to an end.
Yes.
Maybe in about a year we get one of, Arthur and Francine and Buster and Muffy all like as young professionals working in various places. And maybe they meet at a bar or something at night and talk about what's going on. And they have small children of their particular species. And, maybe that's what the young adults today want to see.
It could be.
And they have like children that then get into their own little
I feel like sometimes on a season finale or something, they kind of flash forward,
yes,
right? Like they did on Parks and Rec. It was only a couple, it was not too many years, but I can see people wanting that.
Yes.
It's fun to see that as the season finale, but do we need a whole series?
Yeah, they used to do that as specials. There would be a special where, now the specials, reunion specials are like the one for Friends, where it's just the actors reuniting and watching scenes. But it used to be, you would see the characters so many years on. And that was fun for 1 week. But, because it was a special, you didn't have that feeling of awe. This actor has never risen above this role. I've never seen this person in anything else.
Right.
What are the Sprouse brothers doing now? I haven't. One of them was on Riverdale.
One's in Riverdale. Yeah.
Let's. Maybe we need to see the Sweet Life back. Maybe they're still on that cruise ship and have a couple of kids. You have a couple of twins each. And
they always like to give people who are twins more twins.
Yeah. Maybe they married the twins. I'm sorry for Debbie Ryan if she did that. Maybe they use her twice. But I do wonder sometimes.
I think isn't Brenda Song married to like a Culkin?
She is. Oh, yes. That's right. I don't know what Ashley Tisdale's doing now. Did she like hitch her wagon to any of the High School Musical variations?
High School Musical, the musical, the show, or whatever that was called.
Oh, God. And see, we care more about this than I think our kids would. My daughter hardly remembers some of the stuff. How's Barney doing in the next... Barney was like in present day. So is he like an old guy in a costume now and yells for kids to keep away and
get off his lawn?
The kids from that show come by with their kids and say, there was a time we used to talk to this dinosaur. And they go, oh, Mom, what's the matter with you? We like this dragon over here. Look.
But I guess we don't have to worry about Barney getting taken out by a comet or whatever because Barney was living in...
He'd already survived to the present day.
Right.
But he's probably pretty hot inside that costume now. So, oh, goodness. It's just sort of warmly nostalgic and sort of sad. And they don't seem to do all that well. I don't know if any of them... And then didn't they do like a serious remake of The Fresh Prince?
Yeah. It's called Bel Air.
Carefully timed for Will Smith to do something.
I don't even know if Will Smith
This ain't your mother's Fresh Prince.
Yeah. I don't know if he's involved in that Bel Air show.
I don't know. I don't think he is, but he's inextricably tied to it.
He's certainly, yes. Been in the news for some reason.
Right. Well, maybe he was just trying to get a little publicity for the new, more serious show.
Right.
I don't know.
Question.
I can't think of any show that I watched as a kid that I won't want to see a grown-up version of now. I just rest in peace, those lovely childhood memories.
Yes, for sure. There's something just to be said about it ended when it ended and there was a reason.
Yes. And now that we have DVDs and streaming, you could probably find it somewhere and watch it again in all its ancient glory and think, boy, this wasn't as good as I remember it. This was a mistake.
Right.
I said the show Family. used to watch that was when I was in high school. And so you would have been young, maybe too young for it.
Yeah, I think I was.
But my boyfriend at the time liked it, and he told my mom and I about it, and the three of us would watch it together. And it was so emotional. It was so lovely. I loved it so much. Christy McNichol was so fabulous as the little girl, and a lot of recognizable actors as time has gone by. And I saw there was a DVD of it, so I got it. I was so excited. I watched one episode and was like, I'm just going to let this lie in my memory.
Right. This
was a mistake. Yeah. It was because things change so much. Yeah. What we expect of a drama and what we expect of a comedy have changed so much that you go back to look at the old thing from your new perspective and go, oh,
right.
Well.
Yeah. And I mean, you're on the one hand curious about what happened to these people.
Yes.
But on the other hand, you might find out something you don't. Right. It might have gone in a direction you don't like. And then you've lost that, little bit of mystery that was there. Now it's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they'll take a beloved character that you had left someplace and then put them someplace else. And it's like, no. I want them to stay where they were. Yeah. I don't want a character change. I don't want them to marry somebody other than the person I thought they were going to marry. Right. If Carly and Freddie aren't married, do we really even want to watch iCarly? That's a mom talking. Yes. Sort of on my mind about the young people.
Right.
Oh, well. Now, one day y'all will look back at all these podcast episodes and think, what are they doing now? And then we'll put out from our various retirement homes, we'll put out a podcast about
our new friends that we've made in the retirement.
That's right. Maybe I'll learn to play bridge. Anyway, that's it for today's round 4. Tune in tomorrow when we'll share our roundabout roundup of things we've been using or enjoying lately that we think deserve a shout out. Find all our episodes at parentingroundabout.com and talk back in the comments there, on our Facebook page or on Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.